Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give them all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't into wasting time. They can come close, but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Welcome back to another Twisted Tuesdays, the place where I have real conversations about real life. I'm your host, Nikki Nicole, and tonight I want to talk about something I believe many of us have experienced. Do people really support me, or are they just watching me? Maybe you've asked yourself that question sometimes before. And there's a difference between someone paying attention to your life and someone investing in your journey. Sometimes those two things look exactly the same until life happens, until you need encouragement, until you need someone to show up, until you realize who's really in your corner. And tonight, I want us to unpack the difference between supporters and spectators because we live in a world where people can watch everything we do. They'll see every post, every business announcement, every podcast episode, every accomplishment, every setback, every victory, every milestone. They know when we start something. They know when we stop. They know when we're winning. They know when we're struggling because they're doing what? Watching. But here's the question: are they supporting me or simply watching me? Watching doesn't necessarily mean someone wants to see me fail, but watching doesn't necessarily mean someone doesn't care either. But what I've learned in this journey, watching isn't always support. Support shows up. Support encourages. Support celebrates. Support shares. Support recommends. Support says, I thought about you. I shared your work. I prayed for you. I told somebody about what you're doing. Watching simply watches, right? All right, y'all. So I got a question for y'all. Who's really in your corner? The one who claps or the one who watches? Think about that and put your answer in the comments for me. When first started podcasting, I honestly never paid much of attention to the views. Of course, I appreciate every person who watches, every person that subscribes. Every view matters. Every subscribe matters. Every comment matters. But the numbers have never been what kept me going. What keeps me going is my why. When I picked up this microphone, something inside of me changed. Because back in the day, I really didn't have a voice, y'all. I was quiet, very observant, didn't say too much. But this microphone gave me courage to say whatever I want to say, whenever I want to say it. Gave me confidence, gave me a voice. And for years, I knew there was something inside of me, but I just didn't know what. Stories, ideas, purpose. But when I became a podcaster, I realized I wasn't just talking. I was finally walking in something I truly believe God called me to do. That's why I don't let numbers determine my value. Purpose is what keeps me recording. Purpose is what keeps me creating. Purpose is what keeps me showing up. even when the applause gets quiet. And one of the things I enjoy the most isn't just interviewing amazing guests, it's helping people. I genuinely enjoy connecting people with like minded people. I love introducing creators to new audiences, helping authors find readers, helping artists gain exposure, helping entrepreneurs tell their stories, helping people make connections they may have never made otherwise. People need people. And I'm always going to forever believe that to be true. Because if one conversation changes someone's life, then I've accomplished exactly what I came here to do. That's bigger than numbers. That's bigger than views. That's purpose. But here's where I want to challenge all of us. Sometimes I hear people say, if people care, they support me. Maybe, maybe not. Let's talk about that. But before we talk about that, I'm going to go on a mini music break and highlight one of the artists that is a voice behind the platform. His name is Keys Two Times. I call him the modern day twister. And the song we're going to play today is called Old Me. All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on all platforms.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the old. New me, baby. Yeah.
Mothers took advantage of the old me. I don't come with open arms, bitch, that's the old me. Sit back, be patient, I'm still loading. No try to act brand new, bitch, you still owe me. Fell out with a homie, he with Charlie Sheen. Never crush up what he told me. I get paranoid around people, I stay clutching. Brand new pack came in and it's a musty. Miss up, that's right, with promethazine. I've been getting ching like I'm Yao Ming. You can take a look behind me, it's all made out. Walk in the club, I'm geek, I just don't fucking care. Wonder where I've been, I just been laying low. The flow so cold, it make little buddy catch a cold. I'm in go right, be back, my shorty roll my door. I think I'm the same from 3 years ago. That's the old me. That's the old me. Mothers take advantage of the old me. I don't come with open arms, bitch, that's the old me. Sit back, be patient, I'm still loading. Don't try to act brand new, bitch, you still owe me. You know it's your time to shine. Back in the day, I was slap with a nigga, but no, he wouldn't do it with I. Retarded people be fake, but you gotta watch out cause they wearing disguise. Tryna make way for my family, voices are saying I'm pressed for time. I got the melody, I got the strategy, switching these lane playing back to the city. Know the boy Keys gon' get it. On me would've been focused on bitches, now I just run of them digits. Some of these niggas can't stand it. Let it feel and the nigga had bandit. Never been the type to hit a nigga for his talent. Have everything to do is psychedelic. Thinking on the guard, tryna fill it up with relic. GT, same color pomegranate. I can make it good, but they won't understand it. I can make it good, but they won't comprehend it. They just wanna sell me like a skittle. Not the only tryna play me, Stuart Little. Nigga can get shattered just for thinking that I'm brittle. Focus better keep that shit gentle. And I pull it out and start blitzing. So don't make me pull it out and start tripping. That's the old me. That's the old me. That's the old me. That's the old me. Mothers took advantage of the old me. I don't come with open arms, bitch, that's the old me. Sit back, be patient, I'm still loading. Don't try to act brand new, bitch, you still owe me.
All right, y'all. Give it up for Keys Two Times. All right, y'all. So, can I challenge y'all for just a minute? Maybe people watching aren't against you. Maybe they don't know how to support you. Maybe they're inspired by what you're doing. Maybe they're intimidated. Maybe they're dealing with battles that you'll never know about. Or maybe they're trying to survive themselves. Maybe they're silently cheering you on. But here's another challenge. How often do you support other people without expecting anything in return? Because sometimes maybe you're asking people to do something that you haven't intentionally done yourself. Do you celebrate other people's wins? Do you leave encouraging comments? Do you recommend people for opportunities? Do you share somebody's work? Do you genuinely clap when someone else succeeds? Think about these questions now. Support isn't always financial, and I think that's where we all think of, oh, it's financial. Financial is not always the way you can support somebody. It's not the only way that you can support somebody. Support isn't always public. Support sometimes sounds like, I'm proud of you, keep going, don't quit, I believe in you. And sometimes those few words can change somebody's entire day. I'm telling you, I've been told these things before, y'all, and it changed the whole course of my whole entire day. And I can have a bad day, y'all, and just these words will turn my whole course of my day around. So answer this question for me in the comments. Which one hurts more? Being ignored or being watched but never supported? Think about it for a minute and put your answers in the comments for me. Because if I had to answer that question, I would say, I don't know though. I don't know, because them two right there can go hand in hand. Both of them can hurt. Both of them can really hurt, especially if it's someone that's watching you but never supported you that you expected to support you. And we all know that strangers will support you quicker than somebody that knows you. We all know that. But when I became a podcaster, I honestly never paid attention to this kind of stuff. I really didn't views. I appreciate everybody. Trust me, I do. But I just never paid attention to the numbers, because at the end of the day, when I release an episode, it's to help somebody. It's to help somebody, and it's to encourage somebody to do the same thing, because a lot of people don't even have the courage to do the things that they really want to do. You know? Sometimes it takes more than just an idea. We all grow up with a dream. We all grew up with a dream, and maybe that dream was for you to be a doctor. Maybe it was for you to be a lawyer. Maybe it was for you to be a teacher. But it might have been that one person that said, I think you can do it. Or that one person that poured into you, that, pushed you to that edge to say, you know what? I can do this. I can go to school and be a doctor. I can go to school to be a lawyer. I think I got the mindset for that. And you did it, right? So support means a lot, and it can really move mountains. All right, y'all. I'll be right back after this break. Before we get back into today's conversation, I want to say thank you for being here. If you've been enjoying the stories, the laughs, the lessons, or even the tough conversations, hit that subscribe button and join the Breaking the Silence family. Every subscribe, every like, every share helps these conversations reach someone who may need them. I appreciate you more than you know. All right, y'all, let's get back into the conversation. But there's something I've learned over the years. Everybody watching me isn't my audience. Everybody following me isn't assigned to my journey. people that I'm called to reach. I'd rather impact one life deeply than entertain 1,000 people who never change. To me, that's success because it isn't measured by applause. Purpose is measured by impact. Impact. And if we start thinking that way, then guess what? Our whole lives would change. But I want to leave you with this. I've stopped measuring my purpose by applause. I've stopped measuring my value by likes. I've stopped measuring my impact by views because my purpose existed before anybody ever clicked play. If people support you, be grateful. If they don't, guess what? Keep building anyway. If they support you, say thank you. If they simply watch, keep becoming. Because I truly believe that people are assigned to your voice. And they'll eventually hear your voice. They'll eventually see your mission. They'll eventually follow your mission. The people assigned to your journey will eventually find your journey. And one day you'll realize, oh, shoot, I wasn't creating for the crowd. I was creating for the people who needed exactly what God placed inside of me the whole time. So tonight, I want to leave you with one question. Am I spending more time worrying about who's watching me? Think about that. Or appreciating the people who are genuinely walking beside me. Think about that and put your answers in the comments. Thank you for tuning in to another Twisted Tuesdays with me. If this conversation has challenged you, encouraged you, or made you think a little bit differently about support and what it really means, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And before you go, make sure you scan the QR code at the top to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you would like to support the Breaking the Silence podcast, you can also scan the QR code to support the podcast as well. Thank you so much for all the support from everybody you have given me this far. And I hope that you continue to stay on this journey with me and see where we go together. And let's continue to break the silence together. But I do want you to answer one more question for me. I know, right? I'm asking y'all a lot of questions, but it's a lot to think about, y'all. It really is. Have you ever felt like people watching your journey more than they were supporting it? Leave your answers in the comments below. I'm Arthur Nikki Nicole, and I continue using my voice, walking in my purpose, and creating a space where real conversations lead to real growth. So until next time, let's continue to break the silence together. Later, everybody.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate, but I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goals in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shy quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.